I feel like painting can be very intimidating, and it can feel like only some certain people who know something about it are allowed to enjoy it. I understand that feeling of like, maybe I don't belong here kind of thing. And I hope to bring more people in that can feel like that's just a regular girl painting. She's just like me. When I first started thinking about how to organize the show, I was thinking about light paintings and dark paintings, whether that's color-wise or actual light and actual darkness or emotional light and darkness. And how do I see that kind of thing within my own work and within paintings that I've seen before in the past or some of my favorite paintings. And I also mostly make dark paintings in one sense or another. At the same time, they're very inviting, cheerful, sort of lighting the dark feels very natural for me, where it's like I'm in a dark place, but I have a light spin on it. The Kiss, that's about anticipating getting married and like this like beautiful experience of a kiss, and thinking about all the paintings that were come before me with the kiss, whether it's Klimt or Hayes or whoever, but like that idea is not that new. But to me, I've never done something like that. And actually the look of that painting at the end feels kind of dark, and like the colors are dark. So even if that's like a really exciting and happy painting, it does sort of have this kind of like dark feeling as well. Whether it could be secretive, it could be something very passionate, or it could be some other kind of darkness surrounding it as well. Enamored, allured, admired. That one is a very specific reference to Fragonard, the Progress of Love, that series he made. And there's like these like hollyhocks that are almost like gateways to this love story. I was specifically trying to be a bit more like him to see if I could do it, but also still in my style. And I liked how that fits in with the whole show. A really interesting jump in that room, specifically next to screening and next to float along. True colors was really hard for me because I started it off with such like a heavy, deep, rich colors that felt very solid that I kind of blocked myself out of it. And so I sat and stared at that one for a very long time, upset with myself because I couldn't think my way through it. Well, I made like 90% of the painting thinking it was going to be a tree, a very tall portrait tree of one tree. And then I turned it upside down and it turned into this reflection of many trees from the very top. But sometimes I feel like I either know myself too well and I get in my own way, and so I have to do something to shake myself out of it. Cherry and lace. I was thinking about a beautiful Renaissance queen with these gorgeous dresses that are painted so intricately with the lace patterning. If I were to do a show where I could replace portraiture, what would that look like, and how could I make portraiture through landscape? So it turned out to be this cherry tree with these blossoms all over it, kind of resembling big lace dress. I figured this woman would be named Cherry, and she's wearing this lace dress and is taking over the entire painting. I had started Burnout, and I usually start working on the floor flat, and then I leaned it up horizontal to dry, and then I just kept staring at it and thinking I'm just going to try something different, because I've only really done portrait orientation landscapes. So how would it feel if I did like a proper landscape? Can I do it? I think it was more of a challenge. Once I made Burnout, I wanted to make something that was opposing ideas with swelling. I wanted to like overpower Burnout. Burnout felt very intense in my studio. If they were in the same room, how would they compete with each other? So, and I don't know who would win, but they definitely weren't allowed to be in the same room. So they both won. Come away with me as this like very obvious entrance, almost like an aisle or a walkway or river or path. So I very specifically wanted it to feel like you can kind of step through the canvas, and that size is very big. So it does feel like you're entering a portal. I want it to feel like when you are the only one in front of it, you feel like you're in the space. I'm getting you in the painting before you're even choosing to be in there.